The former chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Atahiru Jega, has commended the National Assembly for taking steps to review the Electoral Amendment Act 2010 as amended, but faulted the exclusion of electronic transfer of results. Jega said the decision of the Ninth Assembly to allow INEC to use electronic voting without the electronic transmission of results is counterproductive. The former INEC boss, however, explained that not all politicians are fraudulent and would want to win by hook or by crook. Jega asked the National Assembly to diligently work to ensure that the Electoral Amendment Bill 2021 is appropriately amended before being passed. On whether Nigeria is ready for a fully digitized electoral system, Jega said, "I will urge that we make haste slowly. There is no doubt that if electronic voting is done appropriately, it will go a long way in improving the integrity of our elections." Reacting to the nomination of the presidential aide, Loretta Onochie, as INEC National Commissioner, Jega said the controversy trailing her nomination by President Muhammadu Buhari should have been avoided. He called on the lawmakers to apply the laws regarding the issue in order to avoid a situation whereby elections she participates in may be viewed as being biased. In furtherance of the government efforts to preserve and promote the production of the locally called adire, Governor Adegboyega Oyetola of Osun State has made it mandatory for civil servants to wear the fabric as uniform to work every Thursday. This was contained in a statement by the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Ismail Omibidon, titled Osun International Fashion Week, Oyetola launches mass production of Adire Osun, declares every Thursday Adire Osun Day. At the launching of the mass production, promotion and marketing of Adire Osun, the Governor declared every Thursday of every week Adire Osun Day, noting that Adire is indigenous to Osun, hence the reason that Osogbo, the state capital, is referred to as Ilu-Aro, meaning the home of dye. Represented by the Secretary to the State Government, Prince Wole Oyebamiji, Governor Oyetola stressed that the state under his watch would continue to support the cause of employing indigenous resources to grow her revenue base, adding that the initiative was to reawaken the consciousness of the people towards social-cultural renaissance in the state.
Listen to this truth. We are growing by the day and our viewership keeps growing on our different platforms. We are inviting you to advertise your goods and services with us at incredibly low rates. And do you have news for us? Script or video? Please contact us through our email address clearviewnewsroom@gmail.com or WhatsApp line 080-650-30-300. Again, 080-650-30-300. Welcome on board.
Another foreign scene, South Africa is deploying the military to tackle riots that have broken out since the jailing of former President Jacob Zuma. Shops were looted and buildings set on fire this Monday as Zuma challenged his sentence at a hearing in the top court. At least 6 people have been killed and 200 arrested since the unrest began last week. Zuma was convicted of contempt of court after failing to attend an inquiry into corruption during his presidency. The 79-year-old who denies corruption handed himself in to police last week to begin his 15-month sentence. He is hoping to get the sentence rescinded or reduced to at the Constitutional Court hearing. However, legal experts say his chances of success are slim.
These acts are endangering the lives of people and damaging our efforts to rebuild the economy. Our Constitution guarantees everyone's right to freely express themselves and to engage in peaceful protest. While there are those who may be hurt and angry at this moment, there can never be any justification whatsoever for anybody to embark on violent and disruptive actions that negatively affect the rights of others. It is a matter of concern to all South Africans that some of these acts of violence are based on ethnic mobilization. This must be condemned by all South Africans at all costs, as we are a nation committed to non-racialism and non-tribalism.
And thousands of Cubans took part in rare protests against the communist government, chanting, "Down with dictatorship," as President Miguel Diaz-Canel called on his supporters to confront the demonstrators. The anti-government rally started spontaneously in several cities as the country endures its worst economic crisis in 30 years, with chronic shortages of electricity and food. Several hundred protesters marched through the capital, Havana, chanting, "We want liberty," with a heavy military and police presence deployed after demonstrators massed outside the Capitol building. Police used tear gas to disperse crowds, and at least 10 people were arrested, while officers used plastic pipes to beat protesters. Thousands of protesters, mainly young people, also took to the streets of San Antonio de los Banos, a town 30 kilometers southwest of Havana. Security forces arrived soon after the protests began, and Diaz-Canel later visited the town himself, surrounded by party activists, as residents heckled him. Government supporters also held some counter-demonstrations in Havana.
State security beat me and my daughter. They beat us because we were walking down the street.
We are here because of the repression against the people. They are starving us to death. Havana is collapsing. We have no house, we have nothing. But they have money to build hotels, and they have us starving.
We are defending what we did 60 years ago, that this is ours, that it has cost many lives, that capitalism will never come back here again, and that these mercenaries, paid by the empire, will never again take our streets. They will have to kill us all first.
We came here to show, together with the revolutionaries of this town, that here the street belongs to the revolutionaries. No worm or mercenary will claim the streets, and if they provoke us, without violating their constitutional rights, we will confront them.
I am Prudence Okona. Many thanks for joining us.